Hello, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let's wait for more persons to join this live video. Let's wait a little bit. Let's wait a little bit for more persons to join. Let's wait a little bit for few persons to join so that we can kick start. So we're not doing something much today. Like we promised that that we are going to be doing live section back to back by God's grace so that we can have deeper connection with our audience. So that we can have deeper connection with our audience. So it's going to be more of chatting together. We chat, we gist, and we're going to learn from each other. That is what we are going to be doing. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome to this live section. You are welcome. So actually today talk is for girlies. It's for my fellow girlies, single um single ladies now. Yes, single ladies. So this section is actually for us to talk, let us have discussion together. Let's wait a little bit before we start because I don't want to repeat myself all over again. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. How was our day? How was our day? Chit Singer, thank you for joining us in this live section. Thank you for joining us. Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you. Actually, this our channel is for I am a husband, but for live sections I'll be appearing more, and that because of the busy schedule of my husband. So we don't want to, we want to be giving you content back to back. So we don't want his schedule to affect this. So I'll be appearing more in this live section. So let's kick start. Let's have talk. Let's gist together. So like I said, this live session is actually for, yes, my day is fine, thank you. G Singer, my day was fine, thank you. So these days, I just thank you Ayodele, thank you for joining us. So these days I just there's some things I just noticed these days about this desperation for marriage. I understand that and we are going to be I'm going to be talking to girlies today about, handling of marriage and all of that. So I'm going to be talking about this desperation for marriage for females, for single ladies. I know that we want to get married, we want to get married, we want to have beautiful family with children, but marriage is work. Marriage is lifetime contracts. So we don't just jump into marriage anyhow. You cannot be desperate. You can't just choose anyone anyhow, because time is not on your side. I get upset sometimes when I see people in relationship and there's red sign for you to see that, okay, this is not the right person. Oh, sorry guys, there is network interruption here. Yeah, what's Singer, what you feel, what you do at her first marriage as a single lady is not comfortable to do. Okay, I think I get what you are trying to say, but we may not be able to mention some terminologies there because of YouTube guidelines. So I'm going to be talking about this in one of our live section probably this week, but I'm going to be talking about that, so I don't want to mention it now so that I won't divert from the topic for today. So like I said earlier, that you are scared that if I leave this person, probably an abusive relationship, probably you are with a narcissist man, and you just feel like, okay, if I leave this guy, will I still see somebody else? You are going to see somebody else. Please, if you are not comfortable in that relationship, don't be scared to leave it. Don't be scared to walk out of that relationship. It is easier for you to walk out of relationship compared to walking out of marriage. It is still very much easier because there is no commitment yet, there is no connection, like there's no deeper connection yet. So it is better for you to walk out even now. Some people are in a relationship and the guy is not even happy with your success. The guy is feeling insecure. The guy the guy is being threatened by the woman's achievements, and you're trying to give an excuse for him. You're trying to patch it up. A guy wants you to leave your job now because he feels that your salary is more than his own, and you're trying to say that, okay, you want to be humble and all of that, you want to be submissive. That is not submission. It's just being insecure. And don't, even if in fact, as a matter of fact, if you leave one relationship, second one, third one, and the fourth one is still, the head is still not really correct, you can walk out of it. You will definitely, that is what I'm certain of. That you will definitely find someone else. Yes. But all you need to do is work on yourself. Yes, focus on yourself. When you focus on yourself, you work on yourself, the right person will come. And one thing I want you to know is that you have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, how do you expect somebody else to love you? Start with self-love. Appreciate yourself. Know that you're a woman of virtue. Know that you are beautifully and wonderfully made. Know that. Have self-love, so that any man will not just use you anyhow. Any man will not just take advantage of you anyhow. You are receiving gbas every time, and you still feel like, okay, I will manage him. You are still feeling like, oh, I'm not sure that I'm going to see somebody else like him. Hello? If you, there's some, you know, there's some, one thing I used to say is that people actually know that, okay, let me put it like this. I used to tell people that if you see the red sign and you still feel like, okay, this is not red sign enough, no, let that thing that you are facing in your relationship, okay, let me just cite an example. Maybe you are in an abusive relationship. You know, there are different kind of abuse. It's not until there's physical abuse before you can call it abuse. There is emotional abuse also, that you won't feel yourself. You will feel less of yourself with the kind of words that you have, with the kind of words that your partner throws at you. Now, if somebody else comes to you for advice that, okay, I'm in a relationship, my partner is abusive, he abuses me physically, he abuses me emotionally, what are you going to tell the person? Which advice are you going to tell the person? What are you going to tell the person? So whatever you tell the person, then tell yourself. Whatever advice you're going to give the person, then tell yourself. That is when you will realize that you are in a wrong relationship. Don't be scared. There are some red sign that is so, you know, the red is so reddish, but you will still be patching it up. See, people don't change, Joe. Let me tell you, people don't change in marriage. Yes, it's actually wrong. So change starts from within. But if you are trying to change the person, you are trying to give an excuse that, okay, probably blown in marriage, you're going to see it wide in marriage. So whatever you cannot cope with, patch it. Don't patch it. Don't patch it. It's not be good after spending so much, you know. Let me just use that as a joke. After spending so much in marriage and all of that, you know, and you got divorced after a few years. No, take your time. Take your time. Take your time, please. Whatever you cannot undo now, whatever you cannot see, let me just put it like this, that choose your cross. Yes, people are not perfect. That is what you need to know, that your partner cannot be perfect. That's why I used to say that there is no perfect person anywhere, no perfect partner anywhere. In fact, do you know that it's even that imperfection sometimes that makes marriage to be sweet? Those differences that makes marriage to be sweet. Marriage cannot be perfect. You cannot see a perfect person. Even you yourself, are you perfect? I'm not perfect. I know that I have my flaws that I'm working on. So whatever flaws I have that I'm working on, my husband sees that before marriage, and he knows that, okay, he can actually cope with it. So there's some things also that I saw in my husband before marriage. Some things that you will see in a man before marriage. Some ladies might cope with it. Some people can cope with partners that are actually abusive. Yes, they are used to abuse. They are, in fact, they want you to, when it is when you are abused that they won't feel like you are a man. This is that bad. So some people can cope with it, and that's one thing. But that's also one thing. There's always somebody for someone. Yes, there will only be somebody. So I don't believe that this person is so bad that person will not see a partner. There will definitely somebody that will be like, I can fit in into this, and they will be able to cope with it. But whatever you cannot cope with in marriage, sorry, now that you can't cope with, please walk out of that relationship. And whatever you know you can cope with, you know, that if I look, and we say that, okay, even what if this thing gets worse in marriage, we used to be able to cope with it. Just picture it. We used to be able to cope with it. So if you know you can cope with it, fine. If you know that you can deal with a secure man, fine. But if you know you can't deal with it, Walk out of that marriage. But for you to have that mentality that used to annoy me, that you can't see somebody else. No, you will see somebody else. You will see somebody else. You will see somebody else that will appreciate you. But like I said earlier, appreciate yourself first. Love yourself. Know that you are beautifully and wonderfully made. Know that. Then work on yourself. The right person will come for you. Please don't force yourself on a man. Don't force yourself on a man. Don't force yourself. Don't force relationship to work out. Don't force it down. And you know, this thing, the Bible says, can two work together unless they agree. You cannot be making that effort alone. Your partner also needs to make effort. Like, it is a joint effort. So if you alone, you are trying to make the relationship work, and the other person is not trying to make it work, it is not going to work out. It is not going to work out. So if you feel like there is something in that, if you are not feeling comfortable in your relationship, if you are not feeling comfortable with it, and you are forcing it, please work out. There's somebody else out there that is waiting for you. Yes, there's somebody out there, although the person is not perfect, but at least. So guys, I think we've come to the end of today's live section. I think I need to note down this person's question, that as a single lady is not comfortable, like what's it called, this person is trying to talk about first nights, what's it called, first night doing the do. Yeah, first night doing the do in marriage. Yeah, I believe it's in marriage. First time doing the do as a single lady, like what to do. So we're going to be having a live section on this topic very soon, probably this week or next week, so I promise that. So thank you for joining this live section. G Singer, thank you for engaging this video. Thank you so much. Ayodele, thank you so much for engaging this I'm so sorry, pardon the network interruption. You know, I'm supposed to have done this video, this live session 2 hours ago, but network did not allow me to do that. So all right guys, till I see you again, keep staring. Bye bye.